Hello pessoal, my name is Ayvol and welcome to a bit of a different video on my channel. As you all know, we are currently in the month of November, meaning we are celebrating Movember. And because of this, I am wanting to do a bit of an event. So I'll speak about the event and then I'll speak about anything after if you guys want to stay for that. But for the people who are just here for the event and for the title of the video, basically, I'm going to be hosting a Yu-Gi-Oh! Movember event. So this Yu-Gi-Oh! Event will be done as a knockout tournament. So we'll have round of 16 first, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then finals. Throughout this whole stream and the tournament, there will be links to donate for other people watching. But if you're not wanting to just watch and you're wanting to compete, the way you can try to compete is by subscribing to my YouTube or following me on Twitter and TikTok. Once you've done that, just interact, comment into stuff. And I will literally pick people at random from if you guys commented on a certain tweet, if you guys commented on a certain TikTok, if you guys commented on a certain video. After this one has gone up, then I'll pick everyone from that. Yeah, I could literally pick 16 people from YouTube and no one from Twitter or TikTok. Vice versa, I could pick 8, 6, and 4, whatever the maths is. It can be completely different or whatever. That's how you get picked for the tournament. To be able to compete in this tournament, you must have Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duelist, which is where we'll be competing to do the tournament. You must have a Discord account, and you must also have a working mic, and you also, because I forgot about this one, you also must be able to stream the gameplay, so you can't have a potato computer. I'm sorry, guys. You must have a decent computer enough to stream the gameplay so that it's a bit even on both sides. One streams the game for a little bit, the other one streams, and then no one can be complaining about lag or whatever other excuses people might complain about. Finally, once I've picked you and we've checked that you've got the game going, Discord and everything, you must donate a minimum of £2 to the Just Giving page. Now, I know you guys are saying, if some of you, if it isn't enough to compete in these tournaments, if it isn't enough to just do it for the kindness of your heart, don't worry. I will be giving out $100 as a cash prize to the winner of this tournament. I know it's not a lot, but I don't have an amazing following just yet, and I've also not got a lot of money to spend. But I think a £100 cash prize is a good enough incentive for you guys to come in, compete in the tournament, win something, and to be able to spread awareness to this. So yes, there is a lot to play for. But if you're not looking to compete in the tournament but you want to be a part of the event somehow, well, I've also got you. So not only am I looking for 16 competitors and people to just watch and enjoy the stream as they like, I'm also looking for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Moderator. Now, what do I mean by Yu-Gi-Oh! Moderator? I'm a very big fan of the series, as I'll talk about later, but I do not know the game inside out very well at all. So I need someone to be able to moderate the game and know which generations the cards are coming out from. And I'll explain why I need that in about 10 seconds. But yes, I'm looking for someone who is very knowledgeable in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. At the very least, up to like Zexal. I believe Zexal. And I'll tell you why again in a second. But you must be very knowledgeable up to Zexal as to when the cards come out, what the cards do, blah, 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 etc. And don't worry, you will be paid for doing this. I'm not asking you to do this off the kindness of your heart. Any Yu-Gi-Oh! Moderator will be paid to do this, but I will check and I will test you to see if you are eligible to do the role. Now, finally, about the tournament, before I say anything about the dates or anything, what are the rules? There has to be rules to the tournament. Well, the first rule is, and this is why I need the moderator, so listen out if you're thinking of going for the moderator role or if you're competing. Decks built can only be built up to the generation of 5Ds. Yeah, I hear the boos off of some people, I hear the boos, but let me explain why. The reason I need the moderator to go up to Zexal is because I believe there's a series before Zexal, or Zexal might be after 5Ds, but still, it gives you that gap in knowledge to where you can cut cards off from that point, and it's very easy and distinct to like know. Whereas if I have someone who only knows up to GX, you wouldn't know what 5Ds and onwards are, so you can't ban people who are playing decks above that generation, if that makes sense. Another reason why I'm only going up to 5Ds in terms of generations is because I know a lot of people, myself included a little bit, a lot of people have fallen off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the way cards are. There's a lot of reading in them, there's a lot of chains, so sometimes you have to wait like 2, 3, 4 minutes to play your turn. And they just generally they've grown out of it. They don't know Yu-Gi-Oh that well. They don't know that part after 5Ds. I think that's when the majority of the fan base kind of like left. So if I'm doing a stream and I want as many people to come in and enjoy themselves, I want to do a generation where as many people as I can contribute and be like, oh, I remember that card from the show, or I remember playing with this card. And I think up to 5Ds is the best fit for as many people as I can in the category. Now, before I catch some of you sneaky people out there, what I mean by up to that generation, you cannot have cards related in your deck. Now, what do I mean by cards related? I know some people might try to bend the rules and go about it in a different way, but cards such as Red Eyes Metal Proto Dragon is a link card, but I could see some people trying to sneak in and say, yeah, but it's a Red Eyes Dragon from the first generation. No cards linking to the first generation, whatever. They must have come out before the time where booster packs and everything came out for 5Ds. So I believe the cutoff point, I'll have to speak with the moderator once I pick it, the cutoff point will be from just before Zexal came out, or whatever the generation after 5Ds is. The second rule is, once you are competing, and in the chat as well, it's not just for competitors, you cannot belittle opponents or say any racial slurs or say anything to make the opponent feel bad or horrible at all. Now, swearing is completely fine. I love swearing. I don't think we should be censoring swearing at all up to a certain point, but swearing is fine, and banter is allowed. You can try and tease your opponent, whatever, but deliberate attempts to make your opponent feel horrible and just make him feel not welcome at the tournament, it will not be allowed, and you will be disqualified straight away from the tournament. Now, the final rule, and yes, there's not many rules. I don't want there to be loads of rules. I want people to come in and have fun. The final rule is no cheating. Obviously, I will be streaming people's gameplay onto my stream, but I will be blocking out the cards in the hands as best as possible, and I will be trying to block out whenever they draw a card. That meaning people watching the stream will also not know what cards they're holding, making it, you know, a bit of a better experience for everyone, so no one knows what's going on. Everyone's on the edge of the seat, and make sure there's no chance of cheating whatsoever. And to finish the whole thing off, yes, you must follow and subscribe to all of my social medias to enter. That's the baseline to enter for the competition or moderate. And the final picks will be on the 20th of November at 6 p.m. That's the final deadline to be able to do any moderating or competitive gameplay. So yes, to enter into being a moderator or a participant, you must follow or subscribe to me on my Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube, and the final picks for both of these will be on the 20th of November at 6 p.m. Once I've chosen you and I've said you're in for this after the 20th, you will be in. You don't have to do anything else. You just have to donate to the page once you know you're in, or just donate anyway. And yes, you'll be in. And the event will take place on the 26th of November, and time is yet to be decided. I have to check where majority of the people are going to be watching and try to fit a time zone that fits the best for everyone. So the 26th of November on a Saturday will be when it will be taking place. So a quick recap of everything. It's a 16-player knockout tournament. I'm looking for players and a moderator. We are aiming for £500 on the Just Giving page. You must have a Discord account, the game, working mic, be able to stream the game. £2 minimum donation to get in. The winner gets a $100 cash prize, and the rules are generation up to 5Ds, no belittling or being horrible to your opponents, and no cheating. So there you go, guys. If that's all you wanted, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the stream or competing in the tournament. But if you guys are still here, I want to talk a bit more about Movember and why I'm doing it. So to go into it a little bit, what is Movember? If you guys don't know what Movember is, if you're a little bit younger or you just don't know anything about it, Movember is a time of the month where we focus on men's mental health. This could range from a variety of different things, whether it's men's depression, anxiety, men's cancer, testicular cancer, whatever type of cancers, and just looking after men. A lot of studies and surveys have showed that a lot of men suffer very much from mental illness. They don't tell people when something's going on. They don't speak up to people. They're very much in the dark, and because of this, you see a lot of men going through suicide or dying very painful diseases just because they don't want to speak up to it. And whilst recently there has been a big trend going up and a lot of more men are speaking out and taking action towards these things, it's still not enough. We still see a lot of cases where this is still happening, and to be raising awareness for this is still amazing. And if you want to go read up on more about it, press Movember into Google, and I think the Movember page will be there, and I'll talk more about that. So yes, I do realize that a lot of YouTubers doing these type of fundraisers are very big. They'll raise a lot of money, but I don't want that to be the case. I've started my YouTube around 3 months ago now, and I don't want to wait until I'm big to be able to do these type of events. I want to be able to do these type of events even when I'm small, because I want to be able to show people that these events mean something to me, and I don't have to have a big following or a big cash injection to feel motivated to do these things. Also, the reason I picked Yu-Gi-Oh is because it was one of my first anime, so I'm not just picking something because I want to pick something that's very trendy off of people, even though Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of trended up a bit recently, I feel like, because of the trading card thing. But it was one of my first anime, and I love anime. I know I've not said this enough throughout my channel, so not a lot of people know this, but I love anime so much, and to have this as a Movember thing is such an honor, and it's something I want to do, and it's something that I could get as many people involved in as I can. Whether it's older people and newer people, I think a lot of very different age ranges are still very much into Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, why am I specifically doing this? Well, it just so happens to be that Movember's around the corner when I've started my YouTube channel, but not only that, Movember is very dear to me. I've not spoken to it about in the channel at all, but I do suffer from anxiety. It can range to be very bad, but it's not very often, thankfully. It can range to be very bad, but for majority of the time, I'm very good with it. But I know when it gets bad, it's very, very hard. And I do also know quite a lot of men, just people in general, but quite a lot of men who do suffer from it and suffer from it very badly. And to raise awareness for this, from something that's so close to me, I just think it's great, and I'm so glad that this is going to be my first fundraiser and stream for it. And yeah, no other words, this is a project I'm very passionate about. Whether we get 20 people on the stream and maybe not even enough competitors, I don't mind. Just to do something and take action will be completely fine for me. This might flop, this might not. But if you guys can, at least just donate. You don't have to compete, you don't have to moderate. I just want to raise awareness for this, and raise awareness for this in a very fun way. So yeah, that's it. If you guys want to re-watch the video so you know any more of the rules or anything, please go ahead and do it. Comment down in this video, go to my TikTok, all the links for everything, the Just Giving, TikTok, Twitter, everything will be down below. Interact as much as you guys want. Please share it with your friends, whether they like Yu-Gi-Oh or not, just to donate to the page. If they want to be a part of it, anything, just share this out to as many people as you can, get as many people into the stream as we can, and get the donations flying in so we can help people and raise awareness for it, and just have a great time playing Yu-Gi-Oh, because it's been ages since I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and probably in the background of this video you'll see some horrible Stardust scrap deck gameplay. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I really, really hope to see you guys soon. Thank you very much, and adeush.